Hello, good evening everybody. Drew here, welcome to Dragon's Dogma 2. Shall we jump in? Let's jump in. Give me 1 second.
I suspect the lad's enthusiasm will go a long way toward inspiring his peers. Let us inform Sir Baron of his coming. Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Right, I think we're ready to go. Out of lantern oil, eh? Let's quickly sort that out just in case we ever end up needing it. Oh, so we're looking for Baron, and he's clearly not here. We're going to have to come back at another time. Luckily there's a campsite just
Are we to remain here?
across the bridge here. If he rests till, say, midnight. Let's see if he comes back then. If not, then we'll rest till the morning. Are you pawn? Hello? No. No, it's okay. You don't need to follow me. Actually, who are you? It's kind of rude, isn't it? Not greeting him.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Capcom Violet. No thanks. Anyway, welcome to the stream everybody. Let's see if we can get Baron back. We'll just rest at this campsite till, let's say, night. And then the morning, whichever works. Nah, we're good. Oh, no. Night. Good.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Alright, might as well check. It's daylight.
To forge on?
Early in the morning, maybe he's still there. He's popped up. I have a feeling he isn't. We kind of came like midday, didn't we? I suppose you can spot him from here. Actually, that light looks like you can slide down here. Nah. Yep, he's there. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good.
It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
I was just thinking, is that a campfire? Right, let's give him the swords. We have 2. Who's got the other one? He does. Three swords.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me?
I do.
Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll gladly make use of what you've given us.
No problem, Baron. These are trusty swords. You can rely upon them. And hello?
I've you to thank for that new recruit, aye? The lad's well eager, he is. He fears naught, and he follows my commands with nary a word of complaint.
That's Humphrey for you.
Soldiers like him boost the morale of all around them. His presence bodes well, and there's just one problem. Seeing a lad so spirited, so foolhardy, Makes me recall a time when I was much the same.
Really, Baron?
Sets my blood to boiling, you see. Makes me yearn for a bout with a skilled combatant.
Uh-oh.
Need I explain further? I test my steel against yours, friend.
Fair enough.
What say you? Care to spar with me a bit?
You'll think.
Glad to hear it. Follow me, then. Think of it like a game. Whoever steps out first, loses. Simple enough, eh?
Yeah, it looks like we're at the back at the Border Patrol station outpost.
Seeing as you're no warrior, you do well to strike when I'm off balance. Let's begin. That was well fought. You're in stronger than I'd anticipated. I dare say I needed that. You've my thanks.
No problem.
I've ne'er met anyone like you. You've done more for me this past while than anyone I've known has e'er troubled to.
Seriously, what kind of life have you lived with? Not even the fine folk here in this Border Patrol town.
A commendable sort you are. Would that I had some way to repay you for all the good you've done me.
You could give me some items or weapons.
Sir Baron, you must come, and quickly.
Eli. What's happened?
A goblin pack has descended over by the rope bridge. We're in need of your aid.
My thanks for the report. I'll go at once. Goblins can be dastardly. We'll have need of capable fighters. The more, the better. I'd fain have you at my side, friend, if you'd be willing to join the fray.
You can count me in, friend. Oh, wreck some goblins. We're gonna destroy them.
What's going on?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
The rope bridge this way? This way. A lot of pawns walking about.
What was that?
Sounds like a cyclops.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
Your Fizzy just hit level 23. Good job, Fizzy. High five? Ah, too late. Sorry, Fizzy. Looks like we're going to be fighting a cyclops. Wait a
Forgive
minute.
me, but there's another matter I've been thirsting to speak of. Namely, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Randall! What happened? Speak to me, lad!
Speak, lad, speak.
Sir, we managed to fell the goblins, but then a cyclops charged us out of nowhere, wounded and enraged. We stuck the beast with arrows till one of them pierced its eye. It fled, but I've no doubt 'twill return.
Never mind that, lad. You survived, and that's what counts. Let's get you back to the encampment, aye? would seem my days of peace are at an end.
What do you mean?
Do you recall the soldier we met on the road? He was rather badly injured in the goblin melee. They'll want me to take responsibility for that, I just know it. Shan't be long before I'm forced to resign from my post.
What? So one wounded soldier?
I doubt such a thing would be asked of any human instructor. But I'm bestian, aren't I?
How much is that true and how much is it your light insecurity coming in?
There's no fighting it. But I'll be damned if I let the troops suffer on my account. In the time that remains to me, I'll get them trained up as best I can.
Vermin's
Nice.
treatment of beastrons is lamentable indeed.
What's done is done.
Oh, he has been missed. Wait a minute. Aaron. Aaron, come back.
This shan't go down well.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
I should just miss something. We don't have a fighter in our group, do we? No. Next time around here, we have to remember to bring a fighter with us. Anyway, the camera was pointing us
It's about
towards
time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
the Cyclops. Let's look for the Cyclops and deal with it. Go this way.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
What the? I was just gonna say, is there a chest we can see from here? Who died?
Just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of trained specialists.
Each to their own.
I am grateful to you, Arisen.
How the heck did you manage to die, Fativa? Did somebody bring you back up here? Must have done.
I lack information pertinent to this task.
That chest is opened.
Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
What happened to all the
It's a generally
goblins
useful
over here?
material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Okay, so enemies aren't respawning, or it just hasn't been enough days. That's weird.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
One of us has been trenched. Ice's sting is yours.
That was skillful. You do your rotation proud.
Okay.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We have.
mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Coming close to where the Cyclops is.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
Man, that hobgoblin actually hits like for a ton of... Okay, this is where the Cyclops was last time.
Let my magics grant you an elemental dream.
Rude.
Let me see. Where did I put that little treasure I found?
What are you doing? You're in the midst of battle.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Look there. I espy another statue.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
You have my protection.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Just wanted to see what kind of riftstone this was. Maybe because we dealt with the Cyclops the first time, he hasn't come back.
Let me be the one to collect it.
Hi.
Have you brought me a grimoire, sir?
Not yet. We've only managed to find one so far. Even the lady's gone who used to be here. I wonder where... Maybe back in Wales? I think we're good. Last time we saw Cyclops right on top of this place.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Okay, no Cyclops. Up we go.
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
Would anyone care to push?
You need me at the vanguard? Say no more.
Can I not push it?
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Will this work? Nope. Okay, no Cyclops, so he hasn't respawned yet.
Might I be of assistance?
Oh, it's right trigger. As you can see it go all the way down. I wonder, does it unlock something? Right, don't die on me.
I could do this all day.
I was hoping
Welcome to take whatever you like from my
the
pack.
boulder would have unlocked something, but
I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
don't see how it could.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Let's rest up.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Oh, thanks very much. Hello to you too. Sorry, didn't see you there. Welcome, welcome. Oh god, what the heck?
Well fought, Arisen. Fight on, and victory shall be ours. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
Five? Ask for the help. Oh, it should be left button, right? Gotcha. Thanks very much for that. That's the one thing I hadn't figured out was
Now
how to do the
there's a
logs.
worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Let's go see if we can see Baron. Apparently they were going to fire him because one soldier got injured in battle. Which doesn't make any sense because soldiers do get injured in battle. That's their job. Hello?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
How's that? That's a cool looking cape you got there. More for a mage than... What are you? Level 24. I don't think so. You don't have that shield boost thing. You know, add you to favorites. Are you at work now, Duplina?
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me. Must hold out. Someone comes to avoid it.
What's going on?
Fancy again?
All's well, I trust. I've a pressing duty to which I must attend.
We're not allowed to talk during missions, sir.
Fancy a gander? I fine. Goods for sale. Much obliged.
Hey, she hasn't got much.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
I've a pressing duty to which I'm...
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen, but not so here in Batal.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it.
Take a look at your stuff, Montgomery.
Pleasure doing business with you.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Wait a minute. This is new.
But it's not my duty. I will see to it that the law is upheld.
Okay, Eli's back. Where's Baron Eli? This bridge is back. Before it was kind of broken. Sweet.
Aye. Is there aught you require?
Only fools devote their lives.
What do you want?
I want to know what happened to Baron.
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duties.
You looking to enlist?
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
Ah, she's a forager. That could be useful. One last day off, cool. Ah, midnight dinner, that sounds great. Nothing like it. Yeah, they deported him for nothing, apart from trying to help his troops. That makes me sad. He was hanging out here last time, the first time we came through.
Mind, I have time for a citizen in need.
You don't remember me, Humphrey. Do you remember Baron?
Aye. Is there aught you require?
He's forgotten about us.
Mind, I have time for a
These two knew Baron and none of them want to talk about him. Dude, I hope we see Baron again. That's kind of shitty. Okay, let's see. What's our status? Next rank 2090 DCP for the final rank. 2090. 5,000 for her. Right, we can't see Baron, so we might as well go back to Melv. Go back to the capital, do one of the main quests, and Bob's your uncle. We'll take this path.
To be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Excuse me.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Hi Dave, the camp, this one. Down here. We already just did the quest for him and completed it. But he was going to get deported, so we were looking to see if we could speak to him about that. Yeah, I've already completed his quest. Then we had to Cyclops and goblins attacked. Then he said he was going to get deported.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
He won't give you any quests. Did he give you the one to find him 3 swords and somebody motivated to train with him? Because that's the only quest he did. Oh, he hasn't. That's weird. He did that for me. Before we left for Venworth, I think. If you haven't, go back and speak to him, because he should give you that quest.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm not sure why he's refusing. Maybe it's because it's too late in the game.
Never have I encountered such a strategy. Now that is a surprise.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Wait a minute.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome retreat.
Fewer monsters.
Eyes up! Armies are upon us!
'Tis weak to fire. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. That was a skillful bit of thinking. You do your rotation first.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Make your money.
What am I supposed to do about it?
You're gonna regret that.
Chance.
Fine.
Dead wrong.
Come on, try me.
I shan't allow any further harm to Hunter.
Guard all you want. Won't make a difference when I'm grappled, you see?
Leave off.
You good?
I lack information pertinent to this task.
It's so weird, some of the quests. I've been picking up quests left, right, and center. I'm drowning in quests. Wait, there's a merchant here. Who are you?
'Twas a bumpy rap.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase?
Mia. Maya?
'Tis no quiet life, mind. The roads can be perilous.
Nothing major.
Hope to see you again.
Dave, if it's many people not wanting to give you quests, then maybe it's not a them problem, maybe it's a you problem. Have you thought about your personality? Because I'm just knocking quests out. Look, these are all the quests I've got, and I'm just in Venworth. Sorry, I don't know. I can't give you any advice. I have no idea how this whole thing works. Right, we were exploring the Noble Quarter. 1 second. South.
Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
That's the way out. Where is the Noble Quarter? This way? This way. Yeah, it looks like it. There's a step that you either missed or did too early. And you kind of just bypassed everything. Let's go and see Margate and Sir Gregor.
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks you'll want to hear it.
See, I'm just picking up another quest right now. It really is that easy. This is how easy it is.
See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me?
I do understand you, Salvatore. I do understand you quite a lot. Some dude is just offering me a house in a Noble Quarter. It's going to make me bankrupt. I don't think I can afford it. How much is it?
It wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you?
How much is it? 200,000. Salvatore, I'll have to get back to you.
Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak with me again once your mind's set.
Sure thing. Which house is he offering me? This one.
I've more time than I know
Shove off.
Okay, Victoria. Message heard. When a woman says no, she means no.
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
Oh, that douchey looking dude in the middle has got to be Ludolf, right?
Aye, you've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not for you, I'd ne'er have made it home. Still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Margit, did you poison him? I think you might have. Sorry, guy in the middle, you're not Ludolf.
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, it was concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such.
I think she poisoned him. Good on you, Margit.
But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
Yeah, she poisoned him. Smart lady. Anyone who's trying to break home a family deserves to be poisoned and gutted, castrated, drawn and quartered, and dragged through the streets, and then burnt at the stake. Yeah, look at that. That's a keeper, as they say.
It was a glad thing to see Sir Gregor safely home. It must have been quite the relief for Lady Margaret as well.
And we just leveled up.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
And we also got like a sword and a shield. Shield virtue. That's a heck of a lot of damage. Heck of a lot of knockdown power too. Nice.
You've my thanks.
My thanks.
Thank you, Sir Gregor. This is the main VIP who arranged everything.
Time was, you scarce saw any beastrons here in Vernworth, but that's changed in recent years. You'd think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so. See, a child born of both races always favours the beastren. At least I've ne'er beheld a human with a beastren parent. I suppose it might be possible, but 'tis unheard of. If we keep mixing, someday our kingdom will end up with...
We already know about this. Duplino, that's interesting. I think either Margit will poison herself and die, or... yeah, I think that's probably what will happen. Or she'll just kill Ludolf. Otherwise, any other option gets pretty dark. Pretty dark for Margit. Maybe in New Game Plus you can test that out. I can't bring myself to let a good person like Gregor die. Not in any playthrough.
Say, have you been to Hull? It is a quaint little bit. Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the eye here. He sets out to see as if that wasn't queer enough. He's apt to talk your ear. I cannot fathom his obsession.
We already heard all this from an NPC. Hi.
Can't say I have any tidings to share.
Yeah.
Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
Good idea.
anything written here.
Let's have a look then.
Noble's diary. The role of the Oracle is integral to this nation and not one easily replaced. Thus the Oracle's disappearance, in the wake of the dragon attack on Melv, is of grave. Indeed. Wait, what? The Oracle disappeared. And yet Queen Regent Disa has not seen fit to search for her, preferably to prioritize the recovery of our new sovereign. Just what does she intend to do about the impending coronation? Surely she has not forgotten that without the Oracle's word, it cannot be made official. That makes sense, since the Oracle can prove who the Arisen is. Get rid of the Oracle and you don't have a problem. For the short term. Right, we checked up the Watchheads. Did we check up the Baldwin's estate?
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of?
Oh, this is the lady with the beggar's clothes. No. See, if you read the description, it says, the mantle of a beggar who told epic tales in the city's streets, not be equipped or worn a change of dress.
If you're looking for idle chatter...
Hang on. We had a different description for the beggar's clothes. It looks like a nobleman was wearing this. And there's two people who can give this to. There you go. You have acquired the garments worn by a nobleman with a penchant for disguising himself as a beggar. So what I think is happening is, if we open up this quest actually, we can go give this to Hilda here, or go to the slums and give it to somebody in the slums. But what I think is happening is, her husband is dressing up as a beggar, going to the slums and hooking up with another poor lady, and playing these two women for fools. And these clothes are ever going to be some sort of evidence against him. So we can either give those clothes to him, his wife, or to his mistress. What I would like to do is give it to both. But we haven't come across a forager. I think the forager, or the forger, is actually in a different city. Something, checkpoint town or something. People kept mentioning about him. We're going to come back to this estate. Baldwin estate. Nothing. That's kind of shocking.
What am I to do? I'm lost without those garments.
This is the guy. He was in the house where we got the clothes from. He's got a secret house in the town, in the common area, where he switches garb. You're an adulterer, aren't you?
Aye. What do you want?
And we can also give it to him. 3 people we can give it to. Hmm. No. Oh, maybe, but I don't think so. Because if he's disguised himself as a nobleman, could be.
I'm lost without those garments.
He doesn't speak like a nobleman. But if he's hanging around the nobles, it could be.
What am I to do? I'm lost without those garments.
Yeah, he talks like a commoner. We'll have to see how this plays out. Really intriguing. Okay, we've been to the Baldwin's estate, been to the Watchhead, been there, been to Clark's estate, been to the Allard estate. The only thing left is the Rose Chateau, Bordelry.
Aye, what is it?
Guess nothing.
I got nothing for ye.
Aguilera.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I'm not sure what's best.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Ativa, don't be so clingy.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Izzy, put her in a place, please. Thank you. Good. Nobody likes a leech. Yeah, there's still something to check out down here as well. There are some locations that are entirely off limits, and others to which you will only be permitted entry at specific times. For instance, if a guard catches you on the palace grounds at night, you will be apprehended and thrown in jail for trespassing. There are also certain locations that forbid pawns from entering the premises altogether. That's exactly like the first game. Masquerades are regularly held in Wernworth's Castle's Masquerade Hall, and may afford you an opportunity to make the acquaintances of important individuals. However, masquerades are formal occasions and you will only be permitted to attend if you are wearing suitable attire.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
No, that's music to my ears.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Nice.
Ah, excellent find.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
no risk going down here. Or if you don't try, you don't know, right? I'm expecting a hidden Seeker's token, but I don't think it's going to be here. Man, how cool is this? You can literally see for miles. Hard to believe people were actually complaining about this game. Okay, no Seeker's tokens.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Kativa.
Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
For achievement, enter the Rose Chateau. The Borderie is an establishment that caters to the vices of the nobility and the wealthy elite. A card of membership is required to get entry to the Borderie, and its services are only available to those who can afford them. Courtesans to please various tastes can be found on every floor. The services of those on the third floor are not available to new visitors to the establishment. Only prized patrons who make frequent use of the Borderie's services are entitled to purchase a platinum card that will allow them to enjoy the company of these exclusive courtesans.
Pray, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
Are we gonna get into a fight?
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through. Pray, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
What kind of filthy, sleazy stuff is going on in here? I demand answers. You can keep your whorehouse. Not my cup of tea.
Good to see you, Master.
What I can do for you?
What is this? No, I want to go the other way.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker. I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
Can't complain, mind.
Okay, now it's morning. We should be able to enter the castle without too much questions, hopefully.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
I've no time for you now. Leave.
We shall await you here, Master.
Okay, wish me luck. We're gonna rob the castle.
Do let me know if you are in need of aid.
Sure thing, Sonia.
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present.
No problem, Barkin.
Aye, what is it?
Look what we have here.
The latest tidings from Melv came as quite a shock. It's been decades since the dragon last appeared. 'Twas a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack, to be sure, but I cannot deny it gave me a sense of hope. I thought to myself, with the dragons coming, the Arisen shan't be far behind. An end to the age of proxies at last. And indeed, we have our sovereign, though he is yet abed, nursing those grievous wounds.
Thanks, Dave. Sorry, just saw your message. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for staying up this late for us.
Ah, I could weep for joy.
You know, most female names are starting with A. To be honest, I haven't noticed it that much. I haven't been paying attention, but if there's a majority of names beginning with A, then yeah, for sure. But there hasn't crossed my mind in this playthrough just yet.
I've no time to entertain the likes of you.
None of my acquaintances don such shoddy.
You mean player names or NPC names in specifically?
I'm frightfully busy. No time for idle chatter.
Good day, sir. Have you an acquaintance in the court? Know you of any places for us?
Just names generally, yeah.
What is your purpose here?
Not for the most part, to be fair. It's been a while since I read fantasy novels. I kind of stopped like years ago. But this is where we came from. Castle Jail Tower. The guardhouse. Straight to the right. Let's check that out. Maybe here? Oh yeah, I did. But not the last two books written by Brandon Sanderson. I need to go back and start the series all over again. Rest in peace, Robert Jordan. Love those books. They're really great. Just wish they had a proper editor. Oh, you're reading that now? It's a lovely series. I really enjoy it. Love the characters in that. Which book are you on now at the moment? Shadow Rising. I think that's one of the mid to early ones, right?
It's my duty to hear the people's concerns.
Okay, Lindsay.
Not good. What come of this?
Hard to make anyone smile in these trying times.
I'm going all over the place here.
Not at the expense of my duty. My sword could use some welcome respite. Have no trust, not one noble. I only pray my watch finishes without incident. I'm just grateful I get to live a quiet life.
Is no less important than depth. Dare I presume I've caught your eye?
Wow, that's pretty direct. Book 5. Yeah, the middle book. Hope you're enjoying it. So good, isn't it? Pretty badass stories and characters.
Twould seem I drank such drink that I am drunk.
I suppose I could indulge you.
Perchance you've heard. The coroner, the sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with Indeed. 'Tis a weight off my heart to think that our fair...
Aught I can do for you?
I think we can safely leave here. There's no chest or anything, right? Aha! There's the chest.
My sword arm could use some work.
Yeah, could you imagine that if they made that into a series? Actually, they are making that into a series. But if they didn't actually change all the cool stuff about the book. So good. Pretty badass. Love that.
Hang about, there's plenty more where that came from.
Yes, up, pal.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
We've been inside this place. Apparently not. Hey, we got some armor. Multiple classes can wear these. Really now? Now we're talking. Look at that defense. Okay, this looks pretty badass. Strangely, not as good as what we've got on. At all. 3.34 kg. There's a chainmail we've got on. This is actually half as much. But a mage can wear this. Let's see what Fizzy would look like in that. Doesn't quite work. I wonder. If at night when we need to infiltrate this place, can we wear this armor and just walk around? It'd be worth checking it out, right? As a disguise. Or in the actual castle.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Love the design of this castle.
Such quietude is a blessing.
This design seems like it's weird from the rest of the architecture. The spiraling pillars. Throne room. We'll hold off on that. Now we know where that is. Let's go upstairs.
Wonder if anyone would notice if I'm mistraining.
3D printed armor. Defense isn't that high, right, on these? I guess it's more ceremonial than anything else. Okay, that's where that goes. Writings of a soldier on duty. I cannot help but think it strange. Pawns used to loiter about the rift stone in droves, but I've not seen a single one for some time now. It's difficult to imagine where they might have gone. I wonder if this bears reporting. I think they've been enslaved.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible. All my days were so tranquil. I would fain aid you if you are in need.
Thank you, friend.
My sword arm could use some work. My sword arm could use some work. My sword arm
I could forget all my troubles here.
If we came this way, then it's forwards or to the right. Let's go forwards up.
I've no time for pointless chatter.
Okay, our lad's turned up here.
My sword arm could use some work.
This is chambers. We have to come here at night, right? He said to come here at night, between midnight and dawn. For the evidence. I wonder if we'll encounter Sven here.
Such quietude is a blessing.
This is like a labyrinth. I have no idea where. Second floor. I guess that makes it a bit easier. Here you go, Sven's quarters. So Augustine's letter. Sven, I pray this letter finds you in good health. I am well, though I yearn for my homeland terribly. You must know that I care for the welfare of your Vermont and its people as deeply as you. As deeply as your mother, in fact. I am doing aught within my power to return, for I would offer you my support. Fortune willing, I'll have fair tidings to share anon. Augustine. Wonder where he is. Maybe in Beastron? Oh, there's Disa. Sven, cherished son, may your glory be eternal. Queen Regent Disa. Bad egg. More courtly stuff.
whatever happens here, anyhow.
Former arisen are plentiful in this world. Was that there? Makes sense. We know there's at least one former arisen walking about, or somewhere in this game. The Dragon Forged. That light tower, I guess we'll go down here.
Just about anywhere.
Hey, got an iron shield. Cool. Came down there, checked over the guardhouse. Both sides. Let's check the palace gardens. You purchased music and soundtrack. Yeah, the first game's music was a bit eclectic. This one's a bit more traditional. In some ways, this game is progressing in some areas, but unfortunately in others it is regressing. Doesn't have some of the features from the first game. Makes no sense to me, to be fair. Bit disappointing. I wish they can patch or update with future patches some of the quality of life stuff that they had in the first game. But who knows? Nice. wonder, can I just... If I jump, I can't jump back up, can I? No, I don't think so. That's something down here. Oh, if you don't look, you won't know for sure. No, nothing. Okay, you can. Perfect.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Ativa, are you stalking us? Hang on, there's something... No, that's just a flower. Well, some of the stuff is like being able to change your equipment from the storage chest, or being able to access your storage items when you're on a vendor's equipment menu screen. For starters, just that small little detail can remove a lot of hassle from jumping from menu to menu. Or adding new stuff like hide helmet or transmog. And also removing the undergarments. They said it was to make more diversity in equipment and armor. I kind of doubt that. That must have been one of the former Risen. Maybe. Somebody's making something. That's not a chest there, is it, by any chance? Nope. But I just hear some whispering going on. Okay, we got some levels going down and we got staircases going up. This will take the right one up and then the left one after that. Must be some sort of loot down here. Hello, what's this? Nice. More fitting for a knight more than anything else. I don't particularly care for a cape like this. Good to have though. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, so if we had an undergarment, we could choose not to wear this. We could use our undervest, then put an armor piece for the rest of the body, arms and legs. But with this, you're kind of like locked into wearing either an armor or this tunic. Even for the leg pieces, you know? Seems to limit it. Maybe it'll open up as you go deeper into the game. But so far, all I've seen are not much variety in terms of armor pieces on pawns that we come across. Most people, if you exclude the ones that just go for skimpy outfits for their female arisons or pawns, doesn't seem to be a whole heck of a lot. I wonder what kind of testing they did. Large chambers in. Let's go take a look at this tower, then we backtrack and check the other side. I don't think we've come here before. Could be wrong. Getting dark. Just in case. Let's save. See what happens if you put some of this outfits on. Wait, where did my... Oh, I gave it away, didn't I? Shoot. We're in the satellite. And we need to go straight ahead. thought we had this. Okay, now let's try something. If we just run around wearing this armor piece, should be fun, right?
We shall wait here till your business is done.
Somehow my feet always carry me. Keep moving.
Let's go up first on the left-hand side this time.
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
You're talking to yourself, you nutter.
My sword arm could use some work.
Who's there?
Hello, what's this?
Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me.
Okay, will do, Sven.
Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light?
You know about that.
Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
What else has she got her hands in?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Okay, we got that part of the quest done. Now we're supposed to leave here. Come back. Since we're in a uniform, what would happen? Okay, they're gone. Let's go straight down and to the right. Look into his chambers. It's locked last time we came through. Let's see if we get caught.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Nothing to see here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, does work.
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
So confusing. Have we been to these places before? I don't think so, not yet. Okay, apparently we need a key for this one.
But not at the expense of my duty.
We're not going to chat to these guys. We want to give away our disguise, huh?
Can't wait for the new equipment's coming.
I think we've been up there. Sure, we're missing something, but we haven't been to the jail tower yet.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not allowed in here.
What the heck? He recognizes us.
Oi! You can't come in here.
Not sure what's happening. They have the dialogue, but they're not chasing us or anything.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Oh, thanks. Interesting, we can go down the well. There's a ladder. Hold on a second. More Morcha armor stuff. And an extra item looks like a cloak. That's more like it. Sweet. Now we both get a set. Plus one extra cloak. An air of authority. Could be good for us. Seeker's token? Seeker's token.
Always a fresh breeze blowing around.
No, no! Oh, Master, I thought I might never see you again.
Interesting, we kind of missed this little...
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
So there's 3 ways into the jail. The main way, this passageway in the nobles' quarters, and the one in the slum quarters. I'll be back. Hold the fort. Hold on one second while you guys are here. What the heck? Where's the cape gone? We already gave it to Fizzy somehow. Fair enough. Wait, you actually picked up a bug? Hold on one second. Nice. So we were supposed to infiltrate here, and then go up the ladder, then come out to the jail tower. And get the magistrate, I guess. Okay, this won't break. Good to know. Question is, will we get caught?
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Well, if you don't know, you don't know, right? Let's just see. We're gonna get caught? We won't. Not till we get the dude, I reckon. Everything looks like it's in order. Keep up the good work. I'll check this direction. Yeah, that's how we bypass this dude. If he didn't have the armor we were wearing. Oh, a nice little torture rack. How wonderful. How's it going, man? Everything good?
Oh, were this not my duty?
Good stuff. Okay, this cell looks fine. Is that the guy we want? Possibly. Let's open all the ones that doesn't have a person inside it. Everyone has a person inside it.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Now, question is, will they react if I break this? There's some structural damage in this cell. I think it might be a problem. I'm just checking. There's no harm in that, is there?
Home, were this not my duty?
This must be where the slums would bring us in. And we'll smash our way through. Let's clear out this area first. Yeah, that's progress, so we can take him out this way.
That's it. I've had enough.
Tis no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Okay, don't draw your weapons. Where will this bring us out? No, this is the slums. Alright, so that sewer section is something else. Entirely.
So tight. I'd kip just about anywhere.
Yeah. I guess the surgeon inclination would be better on a non-mage pawn. If you needed healing from a pawn, but they weren't a mage, that's when you would probably give them that inclination. It's not very helpful on a pawn with anodyne already, since that's the most useful skill you can have. I agree completely. Okay, we opened all the doors apart from 2 of them. Which one looks more like the magistrate? I think this other guy. This guy looks more like a... yeah, this guy's more like a fighter. Ballad.
What's your problem? Huh? Thanks, I suppose.
Yeah, he wasn't the guy. We can't break his cell from the inside, it looks like. We need to bring him to this cell. Let's take a look how they work. If you stay here, we're fine.
Have you come to release me from this jail?
I think that's the guy, right? Walder. I am the Risen.
Aha! Then we are presented with 3 options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Deeza's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw.
Wait, what?
By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true.
Did we just undress and show him the mark?
This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen.
Rousseau, you little pervert.
He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask?
I didn't ask.
Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot.
Sounds lovely.
Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be,
Oh, we're both looking forward to that, aren't we?
Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests.
Wait a minute. Perusing code and deciphering old texts. We've got a whole archive in the slums. This ties into that, doesn't it? He's the guy who's going to go... Yeah, that's the reason why he'll be able to escape.
And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell.
You want paradise? I can lead you to paradise, my friend. Have faith in me.
That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter.
How fortuitous, because we know such a place.
Tell me, does that ring any bells?
It rings all the bells. The gracious hands waltz.
Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
My old man. Did you hurry up? Just out of curiosity, where does this lead?
Tis good to be reunited.
Back to the slums, it seems. Right? No.
Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Towering Earth, are you?
Yeah, for Trisha. What do you know about that?
One moment. Here it is. Towering Earth, the Forsaken Text.
Wow, you had it up your ass this whole time.
You may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in my care, 'tis as a pearl before swine. Not to mention, I've already read it.
Nice. That's 2 tomes we've got. Here we go, old man.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
That sounds a wonderful idea. Okay, that's 2 quests for Brant we completed, just by happenstance. Because we're just exploring the Noble Quarter. I was planning on doing the monster culling quest, but I guess that's the one that's going to be next on our list. And we should be able to go ahead and do that now, because we've explored the Noble's Quarter.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Where's Daphne? Because we needed to see her. She's standing around here somewhere. Oh, look like Mildred's back. We have to go and speak to her as well. See what she wants to do with the house. Might want her back. This one.
Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares.
Yo, lead me the way.
Where that person can be found, Master. This way.
Please, Fativa, go for it.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Good. We're here.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense.
What's happened now?
The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet ever since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment.
What does that mean? No medicine and proper treatment?
I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
What's happening here?
That woman's taking advantage of us, she is. She knows full well we've nowhere else to turn.
Calm down, man.
Will he truly be all right?
Guess we're gonna have to speak to Lena. Where's Fiona, by the way?
I'll get that for you.
What to do? What to do?
Sorry, Daphne.
Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river?
You're gonna tell me all about it, aren't you?
Do you know the river close by the church?
No.
Well, that's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water.
You're gonna make me bankrupt.
I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
That's just what I was thinking.
I don't suppose any of you guys are carrying it by any chance. It's gonna have to come back here.
I fear I've much much to attend to.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor.
Can you tell me a little bit about that boy?
'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of.
You know, I do happen to know such a person who would be able to do that.
You would procure it yourself? I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humours, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir.
Tell is, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world at night.
Free miasmite. We might have that actually. And the 2 pieces of gold ore.
At last, it all becomes clear.
Let's go and see our old friend. Oh, there he is. And you got some clothes on.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place.
Great, tell me all about it.
'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not, almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel.
Good stuff. That's it.
Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. I've need of your services, you see. My time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the deterioration of my eyesight. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Yet these old eyes might serve some use if only I could wear the spectacles I had specially made.
You want me to get you spectacles?
Alas, they were confiscated at the time
Also,
As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis a place to which few have lawful access, as I'm sure you can imagine. Though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades with a great many attendees, if you catch my meaning.
I do.
Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my poor spectacles. What say you? Would you consider doing an old man a favor? I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might actually get through one of my tomes. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. You are my only hope.
I wonder if the courtly garb we've been picking up will be the costume we need. We need like a headpiece or mask or something, right? We haven't come across that. That can wait for a little while. We need to go to our home now.
Lucky us. That's worth taking.
Mayhap my faith is being tested.
Ain't nothing but trouble working here.
Suffer so.
Delicious.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch.
Hey, good on you. Enjoy your holidays.
You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there.
Where did you go?
And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me?
Can we afford it? Mildred?
I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, friend, what say you?
Purchase for 20,000, we've got 80,000. You know, Mildred, that sounds like a deal to me. Sold.
Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
Farewell. And we were never going to see her ever again. Before we actually sit down here, This way. Let's go get some more skills if we can.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
Greetings. Welcome. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is order.
Let's take a look, see. Allows the user to rob targets that have been knocked off balance and targets not in battle stance of a curative or other item. Can only rob larger targets while they are downed. That sounds like very useful, but it's like curatives. What does it mean by other items? Like what? Can we take equipment from larger enemies? I'm wondering whether we should do that or not. Reduces the stamina consumed when clinging to or pinning down the foes. Ah, yeah, that'd be really helpful. Is he? Let's take a look, see. Let's get this. We won't change it over, but at least we have it so we can change it at a campsite if we ever need it. Holy damage could be useful. And also silence, actually. Keep that in our pocket for the moment. And that's fine, right? Oh shoot, we should have got this 3,000. Okay, she'll have to wait.
May I assist you with? Simply say the word. Do come again.
Let's go home. Let's see if I remember how to get there. Oh, right over here. So we have officially got a new house. I could not fathom how special the Risen was till I met you. Now I do. I appreciate how trying it must be at times to carry such a momentous duty on your shoulders. But you oughtn't neglect your duty to yourself. I pray you will take any opportunities you can to recuperate at home, and that this gift may be of some use to you when you set out anew. Regal. What a bro!
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Let's deposit first. Actually, hold on 1 second. We'll hold on to that. You never know when we need it. Yeah, I think that's as much as we can put away at the moment. Now we need 2 gold ores, apparently. We have 4. And what was the other stuff? Miasmite. How much does she need that? 3 of them? Okay, I think we're good. Let's rest up.
We must rest.
Four loves. Nice. 400 RC. Pawn quest. Defeat Minotaur 1. 52 foes beyond the rift. This arisen led by example, demonstrating deeds of valor. My explorations did not yield as much as I'd have liked, but a road so long is bound to cross peaks and valleys both. Exquisite Rebrant. Fine Rebrant. Mighty. Nice. Appreciate it. Put it all in storage, please. Traveled with Erin, Lilith. Hey, Kotvat Mew. Traveled with us. Nice. And Duplicate. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Oh, I follow Kot on YouTube. Appreciate that. Let's set a reward. We did golems. $10,000 gold. We got 50. You know, more people will hire us if we give them more gold. And multiple people can get 10,000 gold, but we'll only lose 10,000. But then if you get another player's pawn, which offers 10,000 reward, we kind of make our money back. Let's try it, see what happens.
'Tis a perilous journey I've had, Arisen. When that griffin came upon us, I feared we were done for.
And did you succeed?
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Cool.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I gotta watch Kot's stream to see Fizzy in action. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, now we've got our own home. Let's go and hand in our quests.
Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
You have my support.
Just need to remember how to get to the slums. Or just follow Fativa, I guess.
How convenient. We've already got what we require. Here already, are we?
Boy, Arisen, have you found any gold ore yet?
Take it.
Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time?
Go on then, Daphne.
Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do, apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Thanks, Arisen. What would we do without you? I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops, or make some ourselves by combining the ingredients.
What does she need? 5 potions of a medicine that can be used to treat the blighted condition. We're 1 short. Detoxifying, okay. Can we make that?
Of course. Yes, sir.
I have the miasmite, ma'am.
Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me?
Sure.
As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care. Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
She's a real one, isn't she?
You there. Help me.
What?
Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... Gah... Something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
Sister Lena. What's going on here? Hey, could you tell me what's going on here?
The world begins with chaos of the mind.
Pray, keep your voice low.
I fear I've much to attend to.
Nothing ever seems to happen round here.
Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hands to aid us.
Yeah, it's got something to do with this room over here. The one on the right. This one.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he?
He sure has, Lottie.
There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve.
Ah, that's the room in the basement. We know about that.
That is the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters have permitted entry, including myself.
Really?
Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below, which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see, and yet a part of me is afeared for them.
We spoke with Lottie. Let's report back to Lubomir. That was easy enough.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out?
Absolutely.
See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds. I quite agree.
'Tis good to see you are well.
I know not why, but the words basement sick room set my hair on end. Shall we investigate?
Nothing ever seems to happen round here.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
You got any evidence?
I fear I've much to attend to.
Can't see any evidence. Investigate the basement section for evidence. Then and over to the sentinels. Yeah, how does one do that? If the door is locked. Does any of our pawns know? They do not. Lottie, do you have a key?
Not the fool's Lubomir.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Need someone to talk to?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I've not much to offer you, sir, I fear.
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming. The ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
Phantom Oxford. Do we have to come back at night? Didn't happen last.
You're risen. Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough.
Hold your horses.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we?
At least you've got your health. I envy you that.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
Suppose you're all right.
I'm just hoping somebody knows something about the basement or how to access it. Hey, go to sleep, pal.
What am I supposed to do? Not much going on hereabouts.
This place offers a view of the...
I follow my whims, wheresoe'er they may lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, I beg a moment of your time.
Yeah? What is it?
You looking for a fight?
Aye, sir. What I can do for you?
Yeah, she wants the other one.
Is there a problems?
Not yet.
I'll gather these now.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world of ours is... Many thanks. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
Okay, now it's
I thought you
dark.
might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Can we actually access the basement?
How might we enter the basement sick room? Well said.
Oh, we can enter at night. You think you messed this quest up? Okay, thanks for letting us know. Wonder what choices we have to make. That moaning travels an awful lot of...
Medicine? Medicine! 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 Now! Now! Now!
Wow. Wasn't expecting that.
This is for you.
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
What are they afflicted with? Records of treatment.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
You have my support.
She's experimenting with some sort of medication. She seems like a legitimately good person, so maybe it's nothing evil. Yeah, there's nothing else down here.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Documents detailing the symptoms of a number of patients. Among those marked as discharged, you spy the names Jihan and Bruno. Jihan and Bruno. Powdered medicals. A note is written on the wrapper, leaving its properties a mystery. Maybe a learned doctor could divine its composition. There's a doctor at the tavern?
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Oh, really, Diplino? Interesting. Once I finish with this quest, you can let me know where we did things differently. One of them is Bruno, right? You, Bruno?
Elena. Ah, yes. The abbess of the gracious hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there.
Maybe these are test subjects. He's trying to find a cure, but she needs test subjects.
And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh?
I'd say.
Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Okay, spoke to Bruno and Jihan. We need to go to the eastern part of the main square. Yeah. Still night, so we should be able to make it in time, hopefully.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich? Living hard, but in coin.
Your eyes on my back, watching me.
To do with a decent supper?
There's comfort in that.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
There she is.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt.
Lord Faces.
Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder? I'm not sure what we're dealing with here.
We need a doctor or an apothecary, I think.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I wonder.
Shall we see?
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Yeah, nothing. Good. So I think we need to speak to an apothecary next. Laura's grandfather. Let's combine. We need detoxicating something. This. Perfect.
Shall we get some rest then?
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
Where was he? He's here somewhere, right? Where's your grandpa?
Peril on the roads puts a strain on my business.
Wrong person. There he is. I think that's him. No, you're the stagecoach, are you?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Yeah, this is the guy. 20% discount.
'Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. In my line of business, patience is key. Always a pleasure.
I guess he's not the guy.
To make a sale, and this seller had good day, sir.
Who else? Is there another apothecary in this place? Maybe Filbert?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Business could be better, but I've weathered worse. Business could be better, but I've weathered worse. Stop by again soon.
Yeah, you're not the person. I'm trying to think if we met a medicine man, but I don't think we have. And this is the guy in Mel, the apothecary there.
Got any tales to liven up my day?
Can't say I have any tidings to share.
Yeah, I don't think any of these guys will know. So it must be either in Melv or somewhere else. Oh, hi Sven.
Hoi, friend! Have you any time for me today? I dare say we're overdue another talk. There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets, and I wanted to share it. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation. For it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother?
Yeah, Diplina, Sven did catch us. He did, and he gave us an opportunity to run out the window. Give me 1 second, I'm just checking the time to see what time we have to finish up tonight. Literally in about 5 minutes. Okay, let's speak to Sven and then we'll wrap things up for tonight. Yeah, he did catch us, but he told us to jump out the window. But we were disguised as a soldier, so we just walked out. Nobody said anything to us.
I want to live live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage.
Good stuff.
'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be wheeled about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will, though it came to me through you, of course. Pray, take this with my thanks. 'Tis quite a rarity, as I hear it. I hope 'tis to your liking. Now, I'd best be off.
Another fairy stone. I thought it was going to be an item, Sven.
I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
Take care, Sven.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad. You have my support.
At least it gave us more breeches and doublets. Right, we need to find a doctor.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Suppose I best earn my keep. How long this job supposed to last? A world without
What am I to do? I'm lost without those garments.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
Right you are.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good. Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to postpone this quest for a bit.
I fear I've much to attend to. A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything?
Of course, he might give us some hint. Here's the records.
These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town.
Rest town?
Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Ratcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
Okay.
You have my support.
Looks like we found out how to progress this quest. That was lucky. So Rest Town. That's where the forger is as well, I think. We got another beetle as a reward. Nice.
Face it, no one's coming to my rescue.
Hold on, is there something else here? Forgive me for stopping by unannounced. I was so eager to see you, I neglected to think of your convenience. And lo and behold, you are out. At least I remembered to bring you a gift in recompense. I shall leave it here. I only hope we'll see each other again anon. I long to hear more of your tales about the world, your life, and your experiences. Root wine. Gwen, thanks so much. We can put away like 2 of these. Keep it a maximum 10 for each of everything. Same with these. Okay, I think we're good. Actually, how do you look wearing this? Okay, she looks good. How about us? Yeah, it doesn't suit us as a thief.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for them.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
Indeed. Alright, I think we're going to call it a night here. We've completed a bunch of quests. We got one quest we need to go to another town for. We're still going to do the Culling Monsters quest, which I think we should do tomorrow, and gain some levels. Then go to the rest town after that. I think that's the plan. Yeah, I think that should work. So, wish us well for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a bit more active episode, I think. A lot more killing. Oh wait, the token is for 7 days. Shoot. Shoot. Not a problem. Change of plans. Thanks so much for that, Cleaner. Tomorrow we're going to go straight to the Sphinx. We're not going to rest. We're just heading straight out, give her the token, and leave that be for the moment. Then do the Culling Monsters quest. Thanks a bunch, bud. We actually have a way now opened up to get to her, hopefully. It should be okay to get to her pretty quick. Alright, it's goodbye from Fizzy. It's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Fativa and Amanda. I think we're going to say goodbye to Amanda for tomorrow. Maybe. She's been a good egg. What level is she? We're level 24. Same level as Fativa at the moment. Yeah, she's level 18. Might be time to say goodbye to Fizzy, Amanda, and get somebody new into the team. Closer to our level. Yeah, that's the mission for tomorrow anyways. We'll get a new archer, and then go straight to the Sphinx, and then do the monster culling missions. Duplino, thanks so much. Good night, everyone. Good night, Duplino. Until next episode, see you tomorrow. Adios. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye for now.